What's going on, ladies and gents? This is Miss Trey, that Gym, and you are listening to Gym Sport TV. This is about to be a movie review on Addicted, voice recording, audio, whatever you want to call it. Movie review. I just want to first of all, before I even get started, if you're not familiar with where the brand comes from, Addicted was a book that Zane wrote. She was like, you know, the erotica author of all erotica authors. She just came on the scene and just became a bestseller. She had stuff like Alpha Phi Ephraim, if you know what I mean, Addicted, and a few other you know, good one, Sex Chronicles, and a few other good bestsellers. You know, Sex Chronicles even end up on Cinemax for a while, where they were taking the stories and, you know, they was bringing them to life or whatever. So with Addicted, I remember reading Addicted. I gotta say, I was like a senior, graduating, about to be, yeah, freshman in college. So I remember the book pretty good, because I ended up reading it twice, because I couldn't believe like how it ended up. When you see the title, the first thing you think is going to be a man that's addicted to, you know, sex, and he just doing all this crazy sex, but it was actually a woman, you know, that was addicted to sex. And, you know, it was some things that was within the book that didn't make the movie. Like, actually within the book, a woman kind of, you know, went down on her, and, you know, she was letting the woman know, like, I'm not into this, I'm just, you know, needing a release. And so some of the things that was like components that was in the book really didn't make the movie. But the movie starred Sharon Leal, Boris Cujo, Tyson Beckham, and another gentleman. Needless to say, the movie was excellent. From 1 to 5 gems, I'm telling y'all, I give it a 4. Y'all go check it out. So far, the movie has grossed $15,582,535. The opening weekend, it grossed $7,485,846. So basically, it's making that paper. So let me give y'all a little gist of it for those that have not had a chance to see the actual movie. Actually, you know, right now I'm kind of going through some things within my marriage. Let's just be transparent. And I was really like seeing a lot of what she was going through and unresolved issues from her being touched as a child, and really, you know, displacing it and putting out of her mind the pain that she went through. And so the emptiness and the void that she had on the inside of her, instead of filling it, you know, with other things or whatever, she filled it with sex, the very thing that hurt her. And I'm noticing that within my own relationship on my husband's part, where, you know, if you have things where you don't really check those things, and those things that go unresolved, and you don't get the counseling and the help that you need, you know, it can ruin a marriage, it can ruin your life. And she literally lost everything because she was so addicted to, you know, sex, to the point that when she wasn't around a human being, she'll literally be masturbating, you know, and just to go off into an alternative or alternate type of universe or whatever, and she would just, you know, masturbate and be thinking about other people, not her husband. But one thing I can commend her on, before, you know, even in the book this happened too, before she really stepped out on her husband, she tried to really involve him into the fantasy of what she was trying to create. But, you know, him working so much really, you know, led her to like, no, I'll just get it out elsewhere. And then what happens is, it's something that happens like so many years you can go through a relationship, and all of a sudden you realize you live with a stranger. So I can kind of feel what, you know, her husband felt, which was played by Boris Cujo. It was like he really felt like, it's a stranger in my house. You know what I'm saying? Who are you? I don't know you. You know, I want the old you, which honestly the old her was not really her. She was just perpetrating a fraud to try to be something that she wasn't, so it can fit into this script, or what, you know, she think that it should be. And I'm just gonna say this: if you listening and you out there and you one that's addicted and you don't think that counseling can help you, you need a therapist. Because the thing is this: you hurt people, or you hurt your spouse, or you hurt the one that you with when you have unresolved issues that you won't deal with. You know, if somebody molested you, you need to talk about it. If somebody hurt you or physically abused you, you need to talk about it. And so I think that that's what the therapist really was paid, which was played by Tasha Smith. Y'all know her from a lot of Tyler Perry films and things like that. And ATL, when she played the twins' mama, y'all know how she get down. And so she was just telling her, like, you know, you study rubbing that sore. Every time you talk to me, it's like this bruise that was on her thing. You know, you rubbing that. What's going on? What happened to you in your past? We can't address your future until we look at your past. And so, you know, with that particular statement, that hit home for me and even my husband, because I took him to see it so that he can kind of see, like, you need to get some things dealt with. And if you don't, you know, let me just be honest with you, I got to say deuces, chuck the deuces. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, you know, you can't just keep being in the cycles of things and in the cycles of I do apologize about the yelling. The children are getting off of coming home from school. But anyway, the cycles of things will keep happening and keep going on, and what will end up happening is you'll find yourself in a relationship where you thinking your relationship is one way and it's not. And I would keep saying, like, something not right. You know, I just feel like something not right. And he would say, no, it's not. But then, you know, well, we found out what happened. But that's not about me right now. I'm just saying, I just seen a lot of things in it and a lot of similarities to, you know, what could be really an undiagnosed addiction in people. And a lot of people do not really take sex addiction serious. And I commend Zane, first of all, for writing the book when she wrote it, because it did begin to have people really want to go check that thing out. And it's people that can be addicted to sex, but for all the wrong reasons, and not just because, oh, they love pleasure. It's because it's something in them that is not dealt with or right. And the only way I know how to fill that void is if I put in sex, perversion, lust, and all this other stuff that will mess your life up, straight up. So I'm telling y'all, go see the movie. Take a significant other. Maybe you all can open up and have a discussion about it and all that good stuff. And I commend the people that actually brought this to the silver screen, because it should have been brought to the silver screen. But you know, everything is its time in this season. Congratulations to Zane. I know you're excited about your book being made a movie. And to all the actors and everything that played in it. Tyson Beckham did a pretty good job. You know, he had a few little scenes where it was mostly sex in his body, so that's all he really needed. Boris Cujo played the mess out the husband. Sharon Leo, she played the mess out the wife. That guy that played the artist, I am so sorry about not having his name. He played the mess out his part. Y'all, he was so crazy. He sent the sculpture to the hook. Baby, let me tell you, y'all better be careful out here trying to cheat on your spouses and things. And these folks out here is crazy. Let me just